I think that we're actually getting to a point where it's de-escalating. I say that because although Iran did launch ballistic missiles from Iran into Iraq, and that's a very serious military undertaking, it did so in a way it attacked two bases that were well fortified, on which the personnel were well protected. And to this point, it appears that there have been no casualties. In the absence of casualties, at this point, it looks like President Trump is prepared to say everything is okay. So to me, that appears to be Iran taking a certain effort, but also a step towards what can be a de-escalation.
A de-escalation. And do you think that President Trump's statement early Wednesday morning Eastern time would pretty much seal the deal on that front in terms of indicating to the world that they are perhaps going to reassess the situation and step back from here?
That's the way I would see it. Now, again, it all depends on what turns out to have been the damage or any potential casualties. Of course, President Trump does not want to have a war with Iran. And of course, President Trump does not want to see oil prices spike. And so this might be the opportunity, in the absence of casualties, for the two sides to now say, okay, we've each done something, we can stand down. It's important, however, to note that Iran, by doing what they did indicate that they can reach American forces in the region. And so going forward, that might cause President Trump to be less willing to take the kinds of steps that he took last week. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
We've also had an Iranian official who is the advisor to the Iranian president say that if U.S. retaliates to this move, then that would lead to a full-fledged war, to a full-blown war. How would you qualify and define war in the current circumstances, Richard?
Well, of course, no one would want to see U.S. forces attacking locations in Iran. No one would want to see Iran lashing out and attacking locations throughout the Gulf. That would be, to me, a war, and a war that nobody wants. So I think both sides are going to be cautious. You're certainly going to continue to hear a high level of rhetoric, but I think both sides will be cautious in terms of the activities they take. So I think we're in a position now where potentially, if there were actually no casualties this evening, where we can say both sides have now done their thing and we can now stand down from direct confrontation. That's the way I would hope to see it going forward.
Richard, quickly, how do you think this is going to be perceived by U.S. voters in an election year?
Well, I think there'll be relief if we can avoid any kind of war. And I think there'll be satisfaction that what President Trump did is something that is supported by his supporters. And it did not ultimately, we'll hope, did not ultimately lead to full-fledged military confrontation. In that sense, I think it would be politically a net positive.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.